A couple of the matches that really brought you to prominence were your matches with Samoa Joe. You had a couple of them, especially the first one. But what do you remember about the matches with Samoa Joe?
Well,
one of which was at the arena in Philly.
The first one, like, Ian had tried to put us together before, and he had told Ian he wanted no part of me, and not the good kind of I don't want any part of him.
Like I don't respect you.
Like he's a piece of shit. I'm not getting the fucking ring with him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thanks, buddy. I'll just live with that, and you go do whatever. And then that Chikara thing happened, and we didn't really beat those kids up as bad as everybody says. But it appeared, right, Franco and Turner. Good kids, made us look like $1 million. And I wish, when those guys are my age, that some young good-looking fellow will come along, like they did for me, and make me look good that night too. I appreciate that. I hope someone does that for them. Well, actually, I hope they have enough sense to not be wrestling. Because well, good for them. But if they still wrestle, hopefully somebody comes along and makes them look good like they did for me that night. But the internet, it created such a buzz, like, Samoa Joe trained those guys. He's gonna get back even with you for beating him up. I'm like, cool, good. I'll get my fucking match, And what a lot of people don't know is the night I had just gotten off the plane. That was an afternoon show. I had just gotten off the plane. I did the Big Japan 15-year anniversary show. They had dicked me around and made me wrestle my tag team partner in a singles match in the second match of the night. It was a singles match, me versus Pondo, like barbed wire boards, light tubes, this, chainsaw, that. Not that I want to do a chainsaw, but all these other gimmicks, and dudes are jumping out of the balcony and shit. And like, I'm wrestling my tag team partner in the second match of the night, who's been my tag team match partner every other night. It's like we're gonna fight each other for the big show, They, like I said, they always tried to hold me down, And I said, you know what? I can be very petty and very shallow, and oftentimes I do things just to amuse myself, and people don't understand them because they're not me. That night, when they told me I was wrestling Pondo in the second match, I was wrestling my partner in the second match. No weapons match, no false count anywhere, no nothing. Because I thought, fucking Big Japan anniversary show. Finally, they're gonna let me do what I do in America. Finally, they're gonna let me do my stuff, and they didn't. But I said, you know what? I'm gonna cut the fuck out of myself. I'm gonna make a big goddamn mess. A big white canvas, and all these motherfucking Japanese guys are gonna wrestle in my fucking blood. Nice. And that sounds really gross and sounds really stupid, but I've done that a few times. I've cut myself just to make a mess. So many times I can't remember. I do it just to amuse myself.
You're one of the contributors to the IWA Mid-South canvas.
Yeah, I don't think I ever did it there. Usually if I ever got real good color as IWA, it's because I was drinking. But other times I would go out of my way to cut myself to make a big goddamn mess.
So you and Pondo had a big bloody mess.
Right.
Immediately fly back.
Well, I stayed up. First, I did the big match. Then I stayed up all night drinking. And then I flew home to wrestle Samoa Joe.
And that was one of the most brutal matches.
Well, because I bumped my head on the floor, and that cut that already happened then came open.
Well, did you guys actually talk about the match in the back, or was it just, I'll see you out there?
Well, we've clearly broken kayfabe on this.
This isn't the first time, so it's okay to talk about.
I always try to maintain a bit, but it seems like
interview.
I know the more and more I do of them, the more I let my guard down. I try to don't say work with, don't say job, don't say certain things. But like, goddamn, it's all out there now. I'm sure a lot of better wrestlers than me.
Ric Flair just did a shoot interview with Rob.
I'm sure a lot of better wrestlers than me have not protected the business as much as I try to. But truth be known, in the Samoa Joe match, I called the entire match. Every spot, everything. Yeah. You'd be surprised how many guys are. I would say 90% of my better matches, I call the entire thing. Even like after I bumped my head on the floor, if you watch the tape, he picks me up, and I'm calling the fucking powerbomb on the guardrail spot. You see, I'd always try to keep my mouth hidden when I'm calling spots, But I called the like I didn't call the entire match as like when I say I'm calling the entire match, I don't call your fucking offense. You know what I'm saying? I say, okay, you're gonna do this. What would you like to do here? Okay, we'll make it. We'll go to this with there. Then we'll go to this. And we'll go to that. What's your stuff? Let's put it in there. You know what I'm saying?
Did you guys? Was it called on the fly, or did you talk?
Half and half. Like the guardrail stuff.
I mean, did you get what you expected, or do you think
Yeah,
it turned
I
out
wanted. I got exactly what I wanted out of that match. I knew I had a bad cut on my head. I knew it would take nothing to bust it open. I knew I was a tremendous underdog in the wrestling psychology of it. So it's like, I'm going to exploit this cut on my head. I'm going to fucking sell my ass off. I'm going to work underneath of him and mount a big comeback at the end, and it falls short. You know, and after that, things really took off. I did what I wanted to do to get myself in a better position.
When you got to the back after that match, what did Samoa Joe say to you?
Nothing. We just shook hands, and that was that. It was everything was. There's supposed to be more of a brawl afterwards, but I think he thought I think I had convinced him with my selling, because there was supposed to be a pull apart afterwards.
Like we haven't seen the end of
right.
this.
He come over and he kicks me in the mouth. Like, what the fuck? That was I didn't need that. There's supposed to be a pull apart. So I just got on him. I threw like 4 or 5 punches that landed really solidly, and then he split. So there was no pull apart. So like I made that guy run for the big star. It means nothing, because like I say, he can laugh all the way to the bank. Right. But for that one night in Philadelphia, one night in the fucking ECW arena, one night I made a big fucking star run from me. Run away, flee, like chase.
You were happy with how it turned out?
Tremendously, and I wrestled an hour and a half later. I wrestled Nick Gage and Justice Payne an hour and a half later.
Probably equally.
Equally. There's no rest. You don't get to catch a blow in the fucking against the Hate Club. You get tired against the Hate Club. It's 1,000% offense for them.
Yeah.
Oh, you're tired? Okay, fuck you.